Congrats to our newest champion, our very newest champion, Novo. Or should I say, Novo in his true form. However, this kind of worked out perfectly. You all did admirably, and that's the best I've seen Serenity's crew do in a long time. All together, they all did really good. Serenity, Yayoi, Miss Chelsea not as good, but Yayoi especially, and Serenity even did pretty good. That Yayoi getting over 20,000 life points was a feat in itself. Jamie's characters did good. Angelica got 1-1 and then got really unlucky. Angelica probably should have got the furthest. Yami, Justice, and Justice tried their best. They just came up against some OP duelists. No, I'm just kidding. No one was OP in this. We were all on even playing field. That's the point of this tournament. The entire point. Yes, Novo had a slight advantage with his All Mirage, whatever, All Auto Mirage. I can't remember their name. The one you like to call the evolution or the fake evolution, but that's his dual spirit. Let's just call him Al. His dual spirit's Al. Anyway, so it does help him out a lot, but he really just had a strong old school deck. That's the real reason he won the majority of his duels, because he didn't even win that last duel with the dual spirit. He won with just a straight up strong deck. And yeah, Centaurian Lich did incredible. He was so close, and I'm glad they had their rematch. When I saw their rematch in the finals, I was laughing because I was like, oh my gosh, the lore is accurate, because they teamed up as villains. But Centaurian Leech, of course, is going to betray him and backstab him, and Novo's going to do the same. However, this duel with Centaurian Lich, what really happened was in that last duel, Novo's good side took back over. So, but this is not, now let's get into something. Novo's ability here to change forms like this is a curse, and it was a curse put upon him many years ago. Now, he's not as old as like Darts per se, like 10,000, or the Pharaoh like 5,000. He's more like a few hundred years old. He's a few hundred years old. That's why he wears weird clothing and all that stuff. But he's been using this ability he has to drain the youth of people so he can stay young. His malicious side is this side that you see. His good side is the innocent boy side you see that's like the main character. Now, this is not like a Yami Merrick where he has a split persona. And it's not like the Pharaoh or Bakura where he has an actual other Yami side. It is both him. It's just he has a malicious part and a good part to his same self, but he can still talk with himself. But they are not two separate people. It is not a Yami situation. They are not two separate people. So I guess it would be more like Merrick and Yami Merrick, but it's not psychological. It's just his spirit. His spirit is two halves. So yeah. Interesting, isn't it? So it's not a true full Yami. It's just an interesting take on it, I think. And top 4 incredible. And top 4 was, of course, fourth was didn't Zachary get 4th? Zachary. You have to admit, Lego, Zachary did great this time. Zachary got 4th. Acts of Despair proved to be, when I saw how Acts of Despair was like, oh crap, how did I forget Acts of Despair in Novo's deck? Impressive tech choice. But, I mean, Centaurian also used. The Lich also used Acts of Despair. That's probably part of the reason they got so far, is because they used a card that increased you by 1,000 instead of just 800 or 500. No, I thought going United We Stand and Mage Power was smarter at the time because you can build up on that. Acts of Despair you can't build up on. It's just 1,000. But it worked out because initial boost was all they needed. And without any stall except 1 swords. Smart strat, Lego, but your guy fell to Novo, as all do. So does this make Novo still the bad guy crusher? Because he is so good at crushing bad guys. He's beaten Lich twice, and he beat Zachary. He's a joke bad guy, but you know. Anyway, tell me, Lego, is he a true bad guy or is he just a joke bad guy? I don't really know. So third, after Zachary, third would be, of course, as you saw, third was Yayoi. Yayoi did crazy good. She may have had one of the most impressive duels of the tournament, going over 20,000 points. And I thought she had lost in one of her duels. I thought for sure she had lost, but she didn't. I'm impressed. And Mitchell, your crew got a little unlucky this time. Anapet, Anapet started off real strong, but then after that, I think your crew just got smacked. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Mitchell. It's just sometimes you win tournaments, sometimes you lose first round. I was worried Novo would lose to Anapet. And I thought he was going to lose to Zachary, honestly. And then Centurion Lich, when he beat them in the second duel, I was like, oh crap. In my opinion, the first duel of the finals was the best duel. The first duel between Lich and Novo just showed they have a great rivalry. I love their rivalry. So anyway, the lore behind what happens is, in second place, of course, Centurion Lich, in first place, Novo, but we already know that. What happens is after that duel, and it's just them and all the good guys are defeated, Novo basically wants to just end it there without even having to duel Lich. And he's just like, oh, well, let's just dispose of these fools so I can steal their youth and stay young forever. Ha ha ha. And Lich is basically like, nah, bro, we're going to duel. You and me are going to duel, and winner takes the kids. winner takes the souls of the kids, or the youth of the kids. And he's like, okay. And so everyone's just watching helplessly on the ground after being utterly crushed while Novo and Centurion Lich duel. Of course, Centurion Lich may go down, but he takes that malicious part of Novo with him somehow. He just does. So let's just look at it after that. After he beats him in that second duel, it's just regular good boy Novo, best boy Novo we know, dueling Lich and beats him in that third duel. So there you go. He cries, he runs to Lee and the others, and he begs for their forgiveness. He says it wasn't in his intention at all to do what he's done. He really has zero control over it. He has very little control, honestly, and he begs for their forgiveness. Truly, he does. And he wishes to still be part of the crew. And if not, he understands as well. So it's up to you guys if you want him in the crew still, but he's back to regular Novo. It took Centurion Lich. I'm impressed. Centurion Lich's dueling skills is good. No wonder he won that tournament last week. So officially in the 3 tournaments Centurion Lich has been in, he's only lost to Novo. It's weird. He lost to Novo in, what was it, the quarterfinals or something of the Halloween hunt. And then he won the last tournament, Teacher Plus One, and then he lost to Novo in the finals of Old School. Pretty fun tournament. This is one of the this is my favorite tournament of GX. This is my favorite one because it forced us to go back to our basic instincts. Dueling Old School. Well, to some of you that are younger than like me and Serenity and Mitchell, you grew up with you think that's basic, like, Zaxxel, Arc 5 and beyond. But it's just good to go back to old school simple stuff to me. And I hope you all enjoyed that. Of course, this works out, like I said, perfectly at the beginning because I bet Night Shroud will suggest his Yu-Gi-Oh! R tournament next, which is perfect. It works out perfectly. Now that doesn't mean I was wishing for him to win. I didn't even know who would win, and I wasn't wishing for anyone to win. I was hoping Novo wouldn't win. But this just happens to work out because Centurion Lich getting second proves that, I mean, he can get his Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament now, it's suggested. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube channel. Name's Anime. Again, next is Serenity's Clock Tower Tournament. Thanks, guys. Bye.